Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on a Wednesday, March 22nd, man. I got my guy Brad with me on the jam session, man. How you doing today, Brad?
Man, I'm doing good. I mean, we're going to cover some NBA today. We got a 10-game NBA slate, and I'm on the jam session, so I can't complain. I appreciate you having me on the show, and yeah, we're going to be looking to get you guys some money here. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Like you said, huge card on a Wednesday. Not a whole lot of college hoops today. We've had a lot of that recently, but just looking mainly at that NBA today, ready to cook it up. Nice games today, so trying to make some
Yes,
money
sir.
per usual.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Yes, sir, man. We can head out to our first game on the board. We got the Denver Nuggets out on the road facing the Wizards. Nuggets laying 8. They've been struggling here recently, but they did beat up on Brooklyn in their last one when uncovered. Washington, they let me down yesterday. I had them. They didn't come through.
The
How you
Magic,
feeling about
bro.
this one?
How you lose to the Magic at home like that? Or no, out on the road, but still, I mean, that Magic team's tough. I'm a Magic fan, so I was pretty surprised when the Wizards won that one. But I mean, like you said, the Nuggets that they've been in a bit of a slump, but I think this is a good bounce back spot for them. Like you said, the Wizards lost on the road by 10 last night, and now they have to travel all the way back to Washington. So I think fatigue will play a factor. You'll see a trend in the show today. I like to fade teams on back to backs. And I mean, is Kuzma? I saw he was doubtful last time I checked. He's not playing, right?
Kuzma out, and I'm now seeing Bradley Beal questionable, more looking doubtful for this one. So,
Oh damn, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
give me the Nuggets all day. Wizards 2-7-1 ATS in their last 10. They haven't been a good betting team lately, so I'm liking the Nuggets to come back and pick up a win here.
I'm with you on this one. It's Nuggets or nothing for me in this spot. They haven't been playing the best basketball. They've been kind of going through the motions here recently. But I did like how they closed that game out against Brooklyn. That was a positive sign. I'm sticking a fork in Washington, man. After last night, this is a team that could have still made the playoffs, still made the play-in. They've now lost 4 of their last 5. They're not a bet-on team for me right now. I think they're done. I could see the Nuggets winning this one pretty comfortably. Double-digit win for the Nuggets today.
Yep, I feel that. I got a question for you. Do you think the Nuggets are like a legit 1 seed that could win it all, or you think they're one of those 1 seeds that are going to get bounced like in the
It's
second
tough,
round?
man. It's tough. It's tough because I'm gonna be 1,000. I don't think they make the finals. That's what I say. I don't think they make it.
Yep.
I see them getting not first round. Maybe I don't even know if they make the conference finals. To be honest, it's tough, man. I think they played a really good stretch at home. They're gonna get some home looks in some series, but I think the West is as wide open as it's been in the last few years, and it's kind of hard to pick the 2 teams that are going to be representing it. How you feel?
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, if the Nuggets need like a guy like Michael Porter Jr. just to go like absolutely wild in the playoffs. Jamal Murray's going to produce. Jokic is, of course, going to produce. It's really about those role players for them, and I just don't see them consistently doing that to beat a team like the Suns or like Memphis in a playoff series. So, I mean, with that acquirement of KD, I think the Suns. I think they make a run, and they're probably my favorites in the West right now if they can stay healthy. But
I
yeah.
hate to say that as a Mavs fan, but yeah, they're
Oh yeah, that's tough. Yeah, I mean, we'll get into the Mavs later this show, man. I got some questions for you on that, but
sure.
I don't know. The Nuggets are legit though. They're a fun team to watch.
They are. It's gonna be an interesting little playoff run. We'll see. We head out to our next one. We got the Miami Heat at home. Got the Knicks coming in. Miami laying 1.5. I will tell you, Brad, I faded Miami on their home floor damn near every chance I've got this season.
It's looking good. That's smart.
They're the worst home cover team in the entire NBA. I like the Knicks here tonight. The Knicks are the best road cover team in the NBA. 2 storms, 2 things point to make a right to me in this one. I won't try to overcomplicate it. Give me the Knicks in this one. How you feel?
Yep, I'm on the same side. I mean, the Knicks, they've been an absolute moneymaker for me this season. 40, 30, and 3 ATS on the season, 24 and 12 ATS on the road, and 22, 15, and 1 ATS as a dog. So, I mean, everything's pointing to a cover here when you look at the Heat, 11, 24, and 2 ATS at home, and 18, 33, and 3 ATS as a favorite. So, I mean, I think we got to roll with the Knicks here. They are on the road, but they've played well on the road this season. So,
best road cover team in the league.
Exactly. Yeah. And it kind of sucks. In the beginning of the season, I was like, Miami, they're going to be a moneymaker. That was just my prediction. And it's just been the absolute opposite. So I definitely can't take Miami to this spot. Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle. I mean, that's a solid duo right there. I didn't know how I didn't know how Jalen Brunson would be on this Knicks team, but he's definitely exceeded my expectations. So yeah, give me the Knicks here.
I like the Knicks here too. I'm somebody who knew how good Jalen Brunson was leaving my Mavericks. Yeah, a lot of Mavs fans when he left were, they weren't, they didn't take it as seriously as I thought some of us should have. And we could kind of see reflecting what my Mavs are this season at 36-36. Last year, we had way more wins than this. And I think Brunson was a huge part of that. He does a lot of the little things that don't really show up in the box score a lot of the nights. A lot of the setting up of the offense, getting guys where they're supposed to be. I love that guy. And he's been such a great addition to that Knicks team. Him and Randall, like you said, are a nice duo. The Knicks, 22-14 straight up on the road, man.
That's crazy, honestly.
It's kind of crazy. I think they go in here and win this game for sure. Like I said, I've been fading Miami at home all season. They're the number one team on my do not bet list, man. I'm fading the Heat today continuously. I like the Knicks in that one.
I feel that. Yeah, Knicks are nothing for me as well.
For sure. We can head out to our next one. We're going to Toronto, where they're laying 9 on the Pacers. Toronto has been playing solid at home. I think they've won like their last 7 home games. In their last 3, they look pretty good. I'm trying to see if Halliburton, I'm still seeing him as questionable for tonight. How you feeling about this one?
Yeah, that's big for me if Halliburton plays or not. The Raptors, they are a sneaky team, like you said, playing very well at home. If Halliburton isn't playing, I'm for sure taking the Raptors. I mean, they're 22-14 ATS at home this season and covered in 4 straight games. The Pacers, they're unpredictable. I mean, earlier this month, they lost to the Pistons by 20, and then the next game, they beat the Bucks by 16. So it's kind of one of those teams that it's hard to get a read on them, but I just think the Raptors are more consistent. They're in a better form right now, and they're playing at home. I think it's at 9 points right now, -9, which is a lot to lay with the Raptors, but I'm leaning Raptors here.
We're in agreement again, my guy, man. I'm leaning Raptors too as well. They did get beat on the road, but that's not where the Raptors play their best basketball. They're at home in this one. They hammered Minnesota 122-107. Beat up on my favorite team, my favorite money-making team, I should say, the Thunder Buddies, 128-111. Beat up on the Nuggets there as well, 125-110. For some reason, they've kind of woke back up at home, 2 games under 500. Like you said, Halliburton is a big piece in this one. That's the whole engine, really, for that Pacers team. That's their all-star. He's like 60% of their production on a given night, like seriously. And he's a huge piece, but I think even if he does play, Brad, I think I'll feel comfortable with the Raptors. I just like what I've seen from them at home recently, still with plenty to play for. I don't like this injury report that much. I don't, because I'm seeing some guys pop up like Gary Trent, Precious Achiuwa, and maybe Scotty Barnes, all questionable, but I do lean Raptors in that one with you.
Yeah, this is a game that I'll probably wait till like tip off to place a bet and just to see how those injuries go, because those are some key players on the injury list. But yeah, I think Raptors at home is a solid play between the two.
For sure, I agree with you. We head out to our next one. So, Brad, this morning I did the gym session, and I guess during my editing, man, I messed up and I didn't put this game in there, so nobody knows how I'm feeling on this.
Okay, how'd you forget your Mavs, bro?
I know, man, and I didn't realize it was already posted. It was tragic, but this is what I will say, guys. I am on my Mavs tonight. My guy Luka Doncic is now probable. I told y'all that this morning. I wish that I'm so mad at myself that it didn't make the cut, man. I am so mad at myself, and I apologize to y'all for that. But Luka Doncic is probable. He will play tonight, guys, and we will beat the Warriors here in this spot. I love the Mavs tonight. Quite honestly, another team that I have faded blindly, Brad, is this Golden State Warriors team out on the road, man. It's pretty much just that simple. The Warriors at home, they're money. On the road, they're terrible. They did get a win and cover in their last one against the Rockets. They did do that. It was a bad spot for the Rockets, though, and they really, really needed that one, did the Warriors. I don't know if they get this one today. I'm rolling my favorite team. I think we get this one done with my guy LD back in the lineup today. How you feeling?
Yeah, that's big. I mean, this morning when I was looking at this game, I saw he was questionable, but so it's good to get him back. Is Kyrie? Is he playing or?
So the thing with Kyrie is he's still questionable. I don't think he plays tonight though. What's his name? Dylan Brooks kind of rolled his ankle pretty bad in that last one. He's still questionable. He could play tonight. He did finish the game. He didn't look great. If I had to lean right now, I would say he probably doesn't.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, if Luka's in, I'm gonna have to go with the Mavs here. Like you said, the Warriors just awful on the road. 10-27 ATS on the road, but the Mavs at home, 12-22 ATS at home. So, I mean, these teams, bro, they can't. If you're a betting man and you bet on these two teams, you're probably down this year.
On my Mavs. Man. They've
Yeah.
gotten. I'll be honest. They've gotten.
Yeah.
I've profited in other spots like the Heat and the Warriors, but hey, with my Mavs, they've been my Achilles heel.
Both these teams have lost me money multiple times, so it's hard for me to pick a game here. But just how bad the Warriors been on the road, Luka coming back, I think we take the Mavs team. I think we take the Mavs team out. Well, it's a pick 'em right now, right?
Yeah, it's at a pick 'em now, even.
Yeah, you gotta take the home team in this spot. I actually love the Mavs here. If I knew Luka was playing, this probably would have made a premium. But yeah, I'm loving the Mavs.
I'm on my Mavs too. Straight up, you read the ATS stat for the Warriors. They're league worst on the road. ATS straight up, they're 7-29. It might be 8-29. I think mine has that road game in San Antonio not on here, but I think they're 8-29. Straight up on the road, man. That's second.
Terrible.
That's third worst in the NBA. Only better than Houston and San Antonio, and by a single game. So,
and then they won the finals last year. That's crazy. Well, what do you think's up with this Warriors team? I feel like they're just not it this year. I don't know if it like what it is, but they're not the same. They've had injuries and shit, but I don't know.
It's tough, Brad. It's tough, man, because at home they play really good. They play really good at home. So I just think they're fatigued. You know, I don't think they're in love with the process anymore. Nah. So sometimes they go through the motions. I believe firmly the Warriors believe no matter their seeding, they could make the playoffs and make the finals. I think they firmly believe that. So it kind of shows in some games where they're not putting out maximum effort. I think it's mainly what it is. And kind of like Big Jizzle says, no Wiggins is kind of huge. You know, they're missing that guy that can get to the basket. That's kind of what they're missing right now. Everybody's kind of settling for threes, and on the road, they don't fall like they fall at home. So I think those two things are the biggest thing. What you think?
Yeah, I think they may be a little comfortable as well. If I'm a team in the Western Conference, I do not want to play them, though, in the playoffs. You go to – it's not Oracle. I forgot what it's called these days, but you go there. It's going to be a tough win out there. And I mean, the off the court drama, man. I mean, Draymond punched Jordan Poole. I don't think that's great for a team.
True. I forgot about that. That was early this season. You know, that kind of. Yep, you're right.
I'm not going to put too much stock in that, but I mean, I feel like the Warriors may be trending down, which I kind of like. I'm tired of them winning. Really, I know you as well, but yeah. So I don't know, man. We'll see though.
We will see. You can't count them out. That's one thing you can't do. Cannot count them out. I could easily we're talking shit about them, but I could also see them going on a playoff run and somehow ending up 3-1 on somebody in the finals. Like, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. And they were just like, shit, they did it again.
Yep. It's the Warriors, man. It's the Warriors.
Can't count them out.
I'm picking against them tonight. I'm on my Mavs tonight.
Yeah. Another question about the Mavs, though. I mean, when I check the injury report, I feel like Kyrie and Luka are just always on there. Like, are you worried about that? Why can't these guys stay healthy?
So this is what I think. I think for a while now we were just playing we'll wait it out and just see how things go. We were prioritizing health over anything. But now everybody in the West just keeps losing games. So it's like there's really no emphasis on having them out there every night. We'd rather have them healthy, you know, for the playoff stretch. So it's kind of just monitoring minutes, keeping them, you know. I think come playoff time, they're both in a stage where if they would play, you know.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Gotcha.
So we'll see. I think everybody at this time of NBA season is pretty banged up, though. So
yeah, teams are just playing it safe these days. It's smart. I'm mad at it.
We can head out to our next one. This is an interesting game. We got the Sixers on the road facing the Bulls. Philly laying 3.5 on the road. Bulls beat them in double overtime 2 days ago. How you feel about this one?
Yeah, and I had the Bulls 2 days
I had the
ago.
Bulls too.
Yep, it was a great game, defensive battle. And now we have the same matchup, but now we have the Bulls at home. I mean, the Bulls, they have a lot to play for. They're holding that 10 spot in the East, and this would be a huge win for them if they could beat the Sixers back to back. On Monday, like you said, that game went to double OT, and only 214 points were scored, which is kind of crazy.
Kind of
So
crazy.
yeah, that's in double OT in the NBA. 214 only scored, and it's total set at 221 and a half this game. So I'm leaning the under. If we see any type of game like we did on Monday, this should hit the under with ease. And I'm also going to take the Bulls here. I think we see another close game, and I think it's smart to take the team who's going to be more motivated to win this game, as well as they're getting points on their home court. And the Bulls won on Monday, and then they also played on January, I believe, and the Bulls won that game. So I think this Bulls team may just match up well with this Sixers team, and yeah, it could be a revenge spot for the Sixers, but I'm going to lean with the Bulls and the under in this one.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Brad. So I'll say this. Coming out of the break, I said I am looking to fade the Chicago Bulls team. I was not liking how they were playing coming into it. They looked terrible. I thought they wouldn't even make the playoffs to play in, but I've quickly changed my beat because they made me do that, as they now have won 5 of their last 6 and have looked good doing it. Wins over the Nuggets, wins over Miami, Philadelphia. Like you said, they've now won the last 2 meetings against Philadelphia. 2 days ago, 109, 105, and in January on the 6th, the 126, 112. Beat them pretty good in that one. I think they match up pretty well with them, like you said. And we're at home in this one. I got to lean Chicago. Getting a 3.5. I could see this one being a super tight competitive game like the last one was. This time we're in Chicago, though. And a super tightly contested game like this, I'd rather those points in my back pocket. I wouldn't be surprised if Chicago got them again, though. Like you said, with much more to play for, still trying to improve their playoff seeding. I like the Bulls here in this one. And on that under, so I don't look at a whole lot of totals. I just don't. Yep. But looking at it, man, you made a firm argument. They went to double OT 109, 105. We're at 221 today. Regulation. I could definitely see an under in that one today. I kind of like it a lot.
Yeah. I mean, if anything's like that first game, then should be no worries on the under. But who knows, man? The NBA is crazy.
The NBA is crazy.
Go off.
Somebody
it's unpredictable. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, we can head out to our next game. We got the Rockets on the road in Memphis. The return of Ja Morant off his suspension. Grizzlies laying 13. Grizzlies are the best home team in the NBA, straight up, as they've only lost 5 games at home this season. That's not the question today. Question is, do they win by 13? Do you think they do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to roll with Memphis here. I think we see a type of game where it's close at halftime. And if you're a Memphis bettor, you're kind of sketching. But I think this Memphis team just pulls away late. I mean, this team's just full of dogs. I mean, they, especially on their home court, they don't care. They're gonna win and they'll blow you out. Let's see here: 21, 12, and 2 ATS at home. They are this season. It's pretty good right there. And the Rockets are 11, 22, and 1 ATS on the road. So. This is a lot of points, but like I said, this Memphis team doesn't mess around. With Ja coming back, it may take him a little bit to get back implemented with the offense, but the kid knows how to play basketball. So I'm liking the Grizzlies here. The Rockets, they've also had trouble scoring the ball as of late. I think the under has hit in their last 5 games. So kind of looking at the under there at 231.5. But yeah, I'm loving the Grizzlies against the spread here. How about you?
I'm with you again on this one, Brad. We're doing a lot of agreeing today, man.
We gotta disagree on one of these.
Yeah, I know, man. We do. But I'm on them Grizzlies today too. I think they beat up on this Rockets team. I think it's a bad spot for the Rockets. It's their first road game after a pretty significant homestand. What I'm looking at, I know for sure the last 5 they were at home. The Grizzlies, they beat them last time pretty good, 113-99 on the 1st of March on the road. I kind of look at that because the Grizzlies don't cover spreads on the road. That's not what they do. But they did beat the Rockets pretty good out on the road. So I definitely think they can do that on their home floor. You read the ATS stat. The Grizzlies go stupid, dummy, crazy at home. I always say that when a team I really like plays good basketball at home, and the Grizzlies definitely fall into that category. With Ja Morant back in the fold tonight, like you said, it might be a little choppy there for a second, but I think this team is a team that it'll do nothing but boost their morale. And this is a younger team. I think the Grizzlies are a team that actually wants to blow out teams and then go on socials and laugh about it. Like,
Yeah.
They're kind of more like our age group, like they're really, they're in it. So I think they want to blow the Rockets out tonight, especially getting their guy with John Morant back tonight. The Rockets were playing good there for a second with wins over Boston, the Lakers, the Pels, but then they turned around and didn't look good. Got beat pretty good by the Pelicans, 117-107. The Warriors got them. I'm with you, man. I'm taking the Grizz tonight. Later. Yeah. It's a big number, but
I feel that. Yeah. Do you think John Morant's really about that action though, or do you think he's fronting?
So, did you see his Instagram page leak from when he was little, like over the last week or so?
Nah.
Okay, so he has an Instagram page that leaked like.
Oh, I did see that shit.
Yeah, everybody posting him. His captions back then. No, I don't think John Morant is really about that action, but in that same breath,
yeah.
When you're a millionaire like he is, can anybody really tell you what you are and what you're not? So.
Exactly. Yeah. Nah, that shit's. It's just like the saga's been kind of funny to watch.
It's hilarious.
I mean, he's got to chill for sure, but it's been pretty entertaining.
It's been hilarious nonetheless, man. I hope he just does enough to stay on the court because that's what we want, John. That's what we want from John Morant. We want John Morant to hoop, dunk on folks, and everything else.
He got to chill with that shit. Yeah,
for sure.
For sure.
All right, in our next one, you land 17.5 with Milwaukee against San Antonio.
Nah, man, I can't do that.
I'm not either. I mean, I understand why the line is where it's at. Milwaukee is in that mode. That Milwaukee
is this the highest line of the season?
By 20, but I'm not landing 17. Would you ask?
Is this the highest line of the season you've seen?
I think so. Okay. I think so.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy for an NBA game. I mean, you may get a couple of these a year. And I don't have much analysis on this. It's just you give me an NBA team and 18 points, I have to take them. I mean, the Spurs team, they are depleted. Their injury report's pretty high, or there's a lot of players on there. But yeah, I mean, I could also see the Bucks winning this game by 32. So it's a total stay away for me. But if you're gonna bet this game, just take the Spurs money line. Just throw $10 on it, like a little something fun. That's my take on it. It's plus 1,000, I think. So like,
hey, bro, Phil, you are funny because like you saying what I be thinking. Like,
oh, for real?
No, for real. Like, I wouldn't bet this game at all. I said that this morning on the gym session. I'm not betting it. If I were, of course, it would be grabbing the points with the Spurs. 18 points against an NBA team is kind of crazy, but I don't like their injury report, the Spurs, so I'm not gonna bet them. But for some degenerate action, $10 on the money line for the Spurs. Now that's kind of up my alley.
Yo, let's ride with that tonight, Jay.
All right, let's ride it then. Come on, we putting $10 on the San Antonio Spurs money line tonight, guys.
Yes, sir. Yo.
$10.
Yeah, no, this is just like kind of the ugly game of the slate. So
for sure,
not much to say on it, really.
Facts. Next one, we got the Hawks on the road in Minnesota. Karl Anthony Towns back tonight. He's missed 51 games straight. Let me see if Anthony Edwards is playing tonight. I'm still seeing him questionable. I don't think he plays. He was just in a walking boot like 2-3 days ago.
Yeah, he's probably not playing. Yeah, and this is a game that I went back and forth on. I mean, the Hawks are on a back-to-back. Like I said earlier, I tend to fade teams on a back-to-back. So I'm leaning the Timberwolves, but I don't love it. I mean, this Timberwolves team's a team that I just can't really get a read on. I think they should be good. Their roster is really nice, but they've lost me some games. So yeah, and this total is high too. I think it's 241.5, which I thought was really high, but if you look at past games, these teams actually do score a lot, and they play at a fast pace. So I'm going to lean the Timberwolves here, and I'm also leaning the over. This is another stay away game from me, but those are the two plays I'm leaning.
For sure. So Brad, as you can see on the screen, I have a nickname for this Minnesota Timberwolves team. I call them the House of Disappointment.
Disappointment. Okay.
It's just whenever I bet on them, man, when I bet them, they disappoint me. When I bet against them, they disappoint my tickets. Like, it's a hard team for me to figure out. Me personally, I do lean Hawks in this one. The Hawks definitely are the better team. Playing the better basketball right now. I don't like what I've seen from Minnesota here recently. They've lost four. No, they've lost 3 of their last 5. This is going to be – they're coming off of a pretty long road trip as well. Just played 4 of their last 5 out on the road. They're banged up. But Karl-Anthony Towns is back tonight. He could give them a little boost, but I'm not laying 5 with Minnesota here tonight. I think both teams really need this one. I think it's going to be a super tight game. I'd much rather have the 5 in my back pocket, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I mean, if the Hawks weren't on a back-to-back, I would lean them. But since I'm on a back-to-back, I just can't really mess with it. I feel like the Hawks and Minnesota are kind of like the same team at different conferences. It's like they should be better than they are just looking at their roster. But I don't know. They just kind of disappoint me.
For sure. Also, that's what else I was going to say. The Hawks, man. Another reason why I like them today is Minnesota hammered them last week, honestly. What was it? The 13th of March, 136-115. They beat them really, really bad. Usually when that happens, I think the other team, has that fresh in their mind and tries to put an exerted effort on a game. We may see that from the Hawks, but like you said, on that back-to-back, it's not the best spot for them. We'll see how it shakes down. I didn't bet this one either. I probably won't come game time either. It's a tough game.
Yeah,
I can see Minnesota rocking with Anthony in their back. So, Karl-Anthony.
Yeah, should be interesting.
In our next one, we got the Jazz laying 5 on Portland. 2 teams on the outside looking in. Or wait, is the Jazz? Or they're the Jazz. Take that back. They're in the 10th spot currently right now today. So, they're in. Do they stay in with a win here? And do they cover at home against this Blazers team that has now lost 5 straight?
Yeah, I mean, I had to go with the Jazz here. They've looked good. I mean, I feel like these teams are kind of headed in different directions. They won 4 out of their last 5 games and covered in 5 straight games. So this seems hot. They continue to be a good cover team. 40, 29-2 ATS on the season and 7-3 ATS in their last 10. Their last 2 wins were against the Kings and the Celtics. So I mean, those are 2 of the top 2 teams in the league. They're playing very well. On the other hand, the Blazers lost 5 straight and failed to cover in 4 straight. So, like I said, I think we have to take the Jazz here. 5, it's not too bad, but these teams are heading in different directions. Give me Utah. So
this morning on my jam session, I went kind of weak and just took Jazz on the money line. I usually don't do that. I usually just give out spreads. And I lean Jazz. I don't want to bet the Jazz laying 5, though. No. Jazz money line is probably like a nice parlay filler, guys, if you're betting some parlays tonight, kind of a topper. I do think they for sure win the game tonight. I could see Portland kind of keeping it close. I don't want anything to do with Portland either, though. With their season on the line to go on this losing streak, it's not good. Yeah. Even with Damian Lillard, somebody we know for sure wants to be in the playoffs, it's one of those top tier players in the league to go on this losing streak with, this amount of time remaining in the season was kind of sad. I've saw reports that they're going to shut him down soon. I think it could be possibly after tonight, after the Jazz win this game. I said I'm sticking a fork earlier in the Wizards. I'm sticking one in Portland as well. They're done as well.
Yeah. For free Dame Lillard, man, get him out of Portland. I want to see that guy win, man.
I want to see him win too. I love Lillard, man. I love Lillard. He's a hooper.
He's loyal to Portland, but I don't know why. I mean, I feel like there could be some cool spots for him to go to. So I don't know. I don't know what his deal looks like, what type of contract he's on, but hopefully after this season, let's get Lillard somewhere else. I feel like
Portland get him some real help.
Or Portland give him some help, yeah.
I at least want to see Dame with I know he had CJ for a minute, but CJ was always he was a good co-star, but he was kind of like a C type player, I want to see Lillard with an alpha or at least a certified, B star. I want to see Lillard, actually have a chance to go on a legitimate run. I think it'd be a show to watch, to be honest.
I agree. Yeah, I see Chris Beelan in here should be a Laker. I think him on the Lakers would be fun. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Free Dame though.
Free Dame, man. Free Dame. Last game on the board. Speaking of the Lakers, they're at home in this one. Line's now even. So Lakers getting some respect because the line opened Suns. Suns have been struggling as they've what have they lost? 4 or 5 have the Suns. The Suns have won both meetings this season, and I think they've won like 9 straight or something crazy against the Lakers.
Yeah.
Do the Lakers end that streak today?
No, I'm gonna have to go with the Suns, man. Look, I'm a LeBron guy. Like,
me too.
I'm a big LeBron fan, so I want the Lakers.
We're in the same age group, so of course, like I don't think people understand. Yeah. Like LeBron to me is that dude. Like,
no, he's the dude. Like, I think he's the greatest. Like, the comments are going crazy on me. I think he's the greatest athlete of all time. But
I'm right there with you. I say it too. I
think it's probably our age group, but like you said, but nah, the Suns are gonna win here. I'm gonna be real, man. They dominate this Lakers team. Both these teams are dealing with injuries to key players, but this is just one of those spots where the Lakers, when they play a solid team, they just get worked. I've seen it over and over again this year. I don't have too much analysis on this when it comes to numbers and things like that, but just off past games, this is just a spot where I can see the Suns winning. So give me the Suns here. I want the Lakers, but I think it's what is it at -1? They'll cover that.
Yeah, man. This morning on my gym session, I was leaning Lakers, but I wasn't confident in it. You could hear it in my voice in that one. And I said it in that video. Fading the Suns in this situation is not somewhere I really want to be. The Suns, our team, we know are going to wake up and go on a run. It's just a matter of when. And now that they've lost 4 of their last 5, I could definitely see this as a bounce back spot for Phoenix. Both teams really need this game. The Lakers need this one a lot as well, as they're now slipping because they have dropped a few games. They're now slipping again in the Western Conference. Where are they currently? Let's look at the standings.
I think they're in that 11th spot, right?
Yep, they're now on the outside looking in. They're in the 11th seed.
Yeah,
with the Jazz a game in front of them, and we both think the Jazz get a dub today. So it's tough. It's looking pretty tough for this Lakers team, man. So let me ask you this: what are the 10 teams in the West you think make it?
Out of right now, I think the Lakers do sneak in.
Okay, I think I do too. So who comes out?
I think. Fuck, man, because I think the Jazz make it too. I was gonna say the Mavericks just to mess with you, but I'm not gonna do that, bro. Probably the Timberwolves. I don't even know though. It's tough, because I can also see the Lakers not making it the way they're down right now. I don't know. Yeah, once Bron gets back, he's gonna get in, and then Jazz are out. Final answer.
If I had to go, I'd probably go the same thing. No Jazz. Lakers get in. Minnesota. I would probably go Lakers at 9. Probably Minnesota at 10. Probably Thunder at 7, and maybe my Mavs at 6, something like that.
Yeah. We'll see. I didn't even know the Thunder were 7 seed. That's pretty crazy. They're sneaky.
Brad, that is my favorite money-making team. Do you hear me?
Squad?
I love the Thunder. We bet the Thunder here on the gym session every opportunity we get. We've rode them to the best cover team in the league. We had them last night plus the points and on the money line. Hey. Start betting them Thunder buddies, the cover buddies, the best cover team in the NBA.
Am I too late, though? Did I miss the train, or are they going to keep this up?
No, not too late. It's not too late. Because the thing is, they're such a small market team that nobody wants to bet the Thunder. And all they have is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jason Williams, and Josh Giddey. Most people don't even know those other two. So they don't get a lot of respect. They don't. There was no reason yesterday they should have been a 7-point dog to the Clippers. There was no reason at all. They just don't get the respect they deserve. Kind of like my Mavericks earlier in the season were getting way too much respect. Hence why we're so bad ATS. We were just laying too many points. People just thought the world of us. The Thunder, hell, like you said, they're seventh right now in the West. And I don't even think people think that. I think people think they have a worse record than Portland.
Bro, I didn't even know they were 7th in the West. I don't even think of them. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I love that Thunder team, man. Yeah. I love that Thunder team.
No, I'm gonna hop on now. We'll see.
But that's all the games. That's all 10, Brad. We covered them all, cooked it up. Now it's everybody's favorite part of the show, parlay time. So how we usually do it, I usually let the guests go one, I go one, and then we agree on one to make a 3-team parlay. I haven't hit them in the last 2 days. We had a nice week on the parlays last week. The last 2 days been kind of rough. I think we missed it by one last night and one the night before. So we can see if me and you can cook one up today. Any game
All
on the
right.
board you loving?
Yeah, let's see here. Right now it's between that Knicks game, and the under in that Sixers game. Let's go with the under Sixers versus Bulls. Under
Under Sixers
221 and a
Bulls.
half. Yeah.
I'm gonna go Knicks.
All right, let's go. Let's go. All right.
And then we need one more. Which one can we agree on?
All right, let's see here. I mean, we agreed on a lot of these games, but which one is actually going to hit this parlay? That's the question.
Exactly. That's the $1 million question.
The Nuggets are kind of like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go with the Mavs, bro. Let's go with the Mavs.
You want to go with the Mavs?
I mean, do you think they got it?
I like
this way. Should we not do that? Should we not do that? Because if your boys let the whole
they're gonna cook me. They're gonna cook me if the Mavs don't do it.
All right. Let's go something else. I mean, the Nuggets. You think the Nuggets going to bounce back?
You know what, Brad? Let's go Mavs, man. Let's go.
Let's go Mavs. We're doing it.
We're gonna lock it in. We're gonna go Mavs, man.
All right.
I like them. I didn't have them. I didn't do it on this morning on the jam session, so I'm giving it out to y'all today, man. I'm going Mavs today. I love them a lot, man. Let's go Mavs. Let's go Knicks and under Sixers Bulls.
Yep, under 221 and a half. I like it. I'm gonna throw a little something on that. So
I'm throwing it on there too. I'm gonna tweet it out in a second, guys, what my odds are on the parlay. So if you want to know the odds for sure, you can follow me on Twitter. Brad, man, thank you for joining me, man. You came on a big day too, 10-game card, man. It's not the easiest, I know, man, but shout out to you, man. Thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, no, and I appreciate you having me. I would love to do this throughout the week. So yeah, any days that are free, let me know. And I'd love to jump on this. It was fun. It's a good time.
For sure, man. So guys, I still got my $15 NBA jam session play for sale and a 3-pack in the NBA tonight. My favorite 3 plays on the board. I also I got 5 plays total, but the last 2 are for people on long-term packages. So hop on that over at Pickdawgz Premium. What you got for sale today, Brett?
Bro, the comments are going in on us for
I know they're already going in. They do it all the time, Brad. It's all the time.
We'll see. But on the site, pickdawgz.com, I got my best NBA play, $15 on the site there. So go check that out. I'm keeping it light today, but I love the NBA, but my favorite sport to bet on is college basketball, and we get that going tomorrow. So be sure to check out what I got on the site for college basketball. The amount of plays will increase. But other than that, like I said, man, appreciate you having me on the show. Appreciate everyone watching. And thanks for everyone supporting Pick Dawgz. So it's a good time.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Brad. Quick question. College basketball is your wheelhouse. Who's your favorite to win the tournament?
Yeah, so like my easy pick, I would say is Bama, but my long shot, Kansas State.
Okay. The 2 teams I'm rolling. My favorite right now is Texas, and my long shot I'll probably say is Arkansas. I like the Hogs.
Bro, you really are a homer. Like you will take every Texas team no matter what. Like it's actually crazy.
I love my teams, man, but we'll be good, man. We're front runners, so sometimes we can get lucky and do it. Sometimes, man, it'd be like,
I respect it, bro. You gotta own your turf, man. I respect it.
You gotta own it, man. Hopefully somebody break through for me soon, man.
Hopefully. We'll see.
Yes, sir. Well, thank y'all, man. That's the show, man. We'll see y'all. I'm not on the drive-through today, so I won't see y'all later, but I'll be active on Twitter, man. So I'll talk to y'all later. We'll see y'all tomorrow. We're out of here. Thank you, Brad.
You guys. Yep.